kind of beat us on some 50-50 balls, ended the half on a great, hustle play, kind of a tip dunk. I thought the key was really the first 4 minutes of the second half. I thought our team started sharing the ball more, finally got into rhythm. We had 22 assists on 31 baskets. And, we kept Ole Miss off the offensive boards, which was a good thing. And I thought the officials kind of let the game flow and let them play. And so it was score really wasn't indicative really of what the game was. It just kind of broke open in the last 3 or 4 minutes. But Ole Miss is going to win their share of games in the SEC.
Coach, you mentioned 22 assists on 31 baskets, only 6 turnovers. How much of that is, having Tyreek back in there to sort of, facilitate the offense?
Yep, I just think because they came out and they did a good job. They went 1-3-1, 2-2-1, back to zone, back to man, really changed a lot of looks and took us out of rhythm. And the Tyreek getting back just settles us down. 9 assists, no turnovers today. I mean, you can't be better than that, and 5 rebounds. So he adds a lot to our team, and good to see him healthy.
Coach, they're averaging around 80 points a game or so, and 58 far off season low for them. What were you guys able to do defensively to take them out of their rhythm?
Yeah, we were going to change deep. Our 1-3-1 was good in the last 4 minutes, kind of in that stretch. But, we were just going to try to keep them out of rhythm. The biggest thing you've got to do to Ole Miss is you've got to get backs. Live ball turnovers, because if those guards get in transition off your live ball turnovers, they're great in transition. And the biggest thing, I just thought that we didn't turn it over, and we got ourselves back and just tried to make Ole Miss run half-court offense. And we did that. We guarded them pretty well.
Hey, Coach, you gotta love how your zone offense with Brandon and Nick down the post there, getting the job done. There's zones there.
Yeah, it was. I thought they saw each other well. We ran some nice set plays against the zone and got some interior looks. I just thought our team played really unselfish tonight.
What do you think made Brandon Walters so effective tonight?
He's just getting better. Brandon Walters is just coming. He's just, last year he's like second in the country in offensive rebounds per minute, and he would only play about 12 minutes. He got in foul trouble a lot, wasn't in the best of shape. Since last year he's lost 18 more pounds. He's in great shape. He's just a good player, and he played behind Reggie and Jacory, and now you just see him kind of blossom. I mean, he really affected balls around the goal with 4 blocks and obviously a career high 20 points.
Nick King had 25 points of the game. 23 of those were in the second half. What happened between halftime and the second half?
Well,
to really
I just think you got to give Ole Miss credit first half. I think that we got the ball in Nick's hands where he scored a lot of buckets, and I think that they did a good job of verticality, and Nick wasn't able to score over them. Second half, I think we played against a little more man. He got a little more angles, to the rim, and like I said, I saw in the second half we shared the ball so much better. So player movement, ball movement, leads to more points.
Got a better shooting night out of Giddy as well, hitting it in 3 threes tonight.
Yeah, Giddy, his percentage is still not what we were accustomed to, but he's always the happiest guy in the locker room. But I can see him rounding into form, and we're going to get Antoine Johnson back full speed, hopefully for Auburn, and I hope that our team will really take shape.
Coach, there's a big crowd, a good atmosphere. What's that mean for you guys?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable, especially how you end the game with the student body, and what a great fan turnout, for our team, over 8,000. And so it was a big game for us in our town and on our campus. And it's unbelievable. I mean, when our team has that kind of, like we did at Vanderbilt, I really did. I have great respect for Vanderbilt's fans, but our fans were louder than the Vanderbilt fans on Wednesday night. And to have a home court like that means a lot to those guys in that locker room.
Coach, this is now 2 SEC wins in a row, and obviously you've got another one coming up with Auburn. How much of a resume booster is this for your team?
Yeah, I just think it's, we schedule very challenging, but we always call them opportunities in our locker room. We don't talk about a tough schedule. We talk about opportunities, against really good teams. And so we'll have another opportunity on Saturday. But it is, our team, I think now is, 6 or 7-0 against the SEC and the Big Ten over the last 2 or 3 years, and that's good. I think that we're not there yet, but our national brand is increasing. People are starting to have more respect, but the best thing you got to do, you got to go back next week and just start the process over again. Thanks for coming, guys.